All right, Coach. Talk to me about this season. You know, you lose early in the season.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have the naysayers, oh, this isn't going to
Sure.
be the same Mission Vets team it has been in the past, you know. Maybe, you know, everybody's caught up to Landry.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Then all of a sudden, every week by week, you start, you know, cranking it up.
Landry was nothing but a year bigger and a year better and a year stronger. He had 3 turnovers in the Mission game. Those 3 turnovers, you know, they hurt us. And bottom line is this, we had a bullseye on our back. I put it there. I talked about how good we were going to be. Mission had lost to us 4 years in a row. And there was, you know, that was the most important thing to them at that time. And they played like it and we did it. And they wanted the football game more than we did. They went and took the football game, all credit to them. We very disappointing loss for our program. We had 2 ways to go with it, man. You know, because now our kids, are they going to doubt what Coach Gilpin said? Because Coach Gilpin's telling us we can go to the 5th round. Coach Gilpin's telling us we can run the table, and we just lost our first game. You know, is Coach Gilpin wrong? And so, you know, the first thing is to make sure the kids understand everything's okay. And we did that. And once we did that, man, everything was back. And it was, we just, a bad game to do it, man. Packed house, man, big city rivalry. And, you know, to not perform at the level that we were capable of, the fault is nobody but mine. You know, our kids were not ready to play. And you got to give all the praise to Coach Detmer and his group because they were ready to play. And the simple fact of wanting to win more was good enough for them. And, you know, they've got some talent over there, we know. And so, tough loss to start the year out, man. And you know, we had to reevaluate, lick our wounds, and get back to work the next day. And that's what we did. And since then, you know, we had PSJ Memorial, who obviously by the end of the year, they're a pretty good football team. They're competing hard, and they competed like that against us. We put 40 out there, had our starters out in the late in 3rd quarter, and then that became a weekly scenario for us. We went off. Landry's had the kind of year statistically and scoring wise that, you know, people dream about having, and he's been able to do that. Our offense has just been crazy. Our defense, where we've had struggles at times, has played really, really well at times. People look at the points given up by our defense and think, well, man, they're giving up some more. Well, yeah, a lot of those are when we're letting our guys, our 2nd stringers and 3rd stringers play because they've earned the right to play. And we want to keep our starters healthy. Guess what? We have every single projected starter from the beginning of the year, back in August when fall camp started last game. Every single one of them.
And that hasn't happened a lot.
Never. We've always had injuries. So we've been very, very fortunate in that area. We've missed a lot of games throughout the year. We've had a lot of injuries, but none were season enders. Our season ending, we have 5 guys out right now. None of them were projected starters. All of them very important to our team. But the projected starters are all there. And, you know, so we got a lot of valuable playing time for a lot of kids, and it's been a neat year in that regard because, you know, I was doing an interview earlier, and I told them we're dressing up 65 plus kids every week, man. Our program's in great shape numbers wise, and that's a lot of guys to get in, and we're playing everybody on a Friday night, man. Coach's dream. You win the game big, and everybody gets to play. Number one dream there is. So a long way around your question there to say tough start, but immediately got back on the horse that threw us and became the team that I had said since February we were going to be. I knew very, very, very much, so I evaluate very well. That's one of the things that I do. One of my strengths. In my evaluation of this team coming in, we're going to be really good. How good, I don't know, but we have the potential to be a 5th round playoff team. So let's put that monkey on Coach Gilpin's back. Let him run his mouth. And I told our kids, hey, you have to have my back. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say this is what we're capable of, and they have throughout this year. And here we sit, 4th round, man. Crazy.
All right.